everybody, I'm Amanda Day with Bodyworth Premium Foods. I am so excited to give you a little heads up on how to cook the perfect steak. Right here we have our wonderful, beautifully marbleized ribeye. It's a 21-day aged premium grass-fed steak. It's pretty much the best you can get your hands on. Most important thing, we want to get our pan really, really hot because we want that sear on our steak. I'm going to turn it to medium-high heat. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of olive oil right in the pan and get that heated up. And then what I want to do is make sure, now my steak has been out of the fridge for about 30 minutes. You want to make sure your steak is room temperature because if you don't, when your steak hits the heat, it's going to seize up. You don't want that. You want all those flavors to really be able to saturate the meat. I am drying this off, as you can see. Dry heat is a secret of the chefs. They make sure their steak is really, really dry because that gives you the caramelization on the outside of the steak. Now that it's nice and dry, I'm going to throw a little flavor right onto the steak itself. I'm making a very simple dry rub. I'm using a mixture of garlic and a few herbs. Really, whatever flavors you love, throw that in there. Rosemary is another great flavor enhancer. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on top. I'm going to use a little bit of cayenne pepper as well to give it a little kick, because I like a little kick. Of course, salt and pepper. We want to add that. And then I am going to really rub that into the meat. I want the flavors to penetrate the meat. Okay, so my pan is really hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on nice and gently. That's the sound you wanna hear. You wanna sear the outside, caramelize it, and lock in the flavor. Now this steak is about at least an inch thick. It's an incredible cut. We're gonna give it about 5 to 6 minutes aside. I'm gonna pull it off at about 120 to 125 degrees, which is gonna be medium rare. Do not poke your steak with a fork. A lot of people do that, or a lot of people slice into it to see what the temperature is. That's gonna release all the juices, and that is what's gonna give you a dry steak every time. So we are getting a gorgeous caramelization on this, and I am going to check. Oh yeah. So this, I want to make sure you can see the caramelization on that is just incredible. And that's what's going to give you tremendous flavor. Okay, now that our beautiful ribeye is seared to perfection, we are going to pull it off the grill. And remember, you really only need to flip this once. You don't want to keep flipping it and touching it. You want to let the flavors just soak into the steak. What I'm going to do now is called tenting, which is kind of funny. I'm just going to lightly rest this tin foil over the steak. We want to make sure all of the meat juices go back into the meat itself. This allows the steak to keep warm. It's going to raise the temperature, continue to raise the temperature by a few degrees. So keep that in mind if you're looking for medium, medium rare. So our steak has been resting about 5 minutes, which is what the time that you want to give it. And I am going to cut this open. So excited. And show you guys how good this is. Look at that. That looks good. So for more information and to have this delicious steak on your kitchen table, go to bodyworth.com. It's very easy to order and you get rewarded for eating this well.